What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here, and I come to you today from the from the entrance to the Ratway, back on Let's Play Skyrim, because in this episode we are going to proceed into the Thieves Guild. In the last episode, we did our first few quests for the Dark Brotherhood and got a nice shiny pair of pants for that, and as well as a nice hood to increase our damage with the bow, and some shoes to muffle our footsteps. We also went and killed some people, which is what I just said, basically. In this episode, we're going to join the Thieves Guild, so it's interesting how these two quest lines differ in that you get some really kick-ass armor right at the beginning of the Dark Brotherhood, but they save the kick-ass armor from the Thieves Guild until the very end. So, I don't know. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I have an interesting theory about the Dragonborn that I want to discuss in this video. But first, we should talk to Brynjolf.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Well, I don't... Wow, it's dump.
If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work. Our methods involve secrecy and discretion.
Yeah, says who?
Now, if you're done belly aching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Belly aching. Alright, well, what deadbeats? Somebody's dad run off?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay.
Coin?
I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Did you really just say coin instead of money? Alright, who are these people? I want to find them and help them.
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
Organization, he says. Alright, what do you want me to do about this?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored.
Ah.
A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Right. So, do I get paid for this?
Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own.
Oh yeah, mate.
Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here.
Ooh, she's hot. Who's
going.
she? Hang on, get out of the way, Brynjolf. Someone's looking deep into my eyes. Brown chicken, brown cow. Anyway, what's Helga's story?
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse.
What?
Use it as leverage, and she'll cave.
Ugh. Okay, what's something about a statue? Got it. What about Kirava? Dude, I'm trying to have a conversation with this guy.
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family.
That's a girl's name?
Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
And, Bori?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude.
Alright, so...
I'll be...
This is like the same quest 3 times in a row. I gotta get some money from person, and if they don't like it, I threaten to break something that they like. I mean, this is like classic mob extortion techniques. That's a very nice house you have there. Wait, why am I doing... What accent is that? That was not Italian, that was more Transylvanian. Like, I want to extort your family. Okay, now that one came out more Italian. Oh my god. If you remember Legend of Zelda, I believe it's Oracle of Seasons, you know how particularly bad I am at doing accents. My pirate accent sounds like a Scottish accent, and I think we've just discovered that my Italian accent sounds like a vampire. So, I don't have a whole lot going for me in terms of impressions. Anyway, I have a theory I want to talk about this episode, and it's about the Dragonborn. So, I don't know if... Okay, let me first establish a few things about the Dragonborn. It's supposed to be a mortal with the soul of a dragon. And I just saw the loading screen that said that. It's like, the Dragonborn is a body of a mortal with the soul of a dragon. It's like, okay, that's easy enough to understand. But when you ask questions, it starts to break down a little bit. The soul of which dragon? Like, if dragons are immortal, and like when you kill them they just become bones until someone resurrects the bones, like Alduin's doing, doesn't that mean their soul is kind of hanging around, waiting to go back into those bones? I think so. So I think that the whole immortal soul thing is definitely a fact in terms of the canon. Alright, let's take a break, talk to Tal and Jay.
What do you want?
How did you meet the lovely Kirava?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me.
I like your feathers, mate.
In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond.
Sounds
I
really
already
standard.
have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
Wait, are you trying to give me a quest? I'm trying to extort you, dude.
I understand. Hopefully I'll be able to save my meager earnings up to buy them one day.
Aw, I feel bad. We might have to actually come back later and help this guy out with the wedding ring. You should talk some sense into Kirava. She's been given the Thieves Guild the finger.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Oh, good. Well, tell her to pay me back.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you.
Thanks,
Just
mate.
please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
It's not really our style to kill people. Don't worry about that.
If you'll excuse me, I am...
Ah, hey there, lovely. Look at the scales on her.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Why did they give her an old lady voice? I thought she was supposed to be his age. Or maybe he's a cougar chaser. Are you ready to pay Brynjolf what you owe?
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
What? Maybe I should visit that, I hear that Morrowind is nice this time of year. Maybe I'll go and kill a bunch of Argonians on a farm.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Alright, well, give me the money, lizard.
Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
You got the money on you? Oh, you're just a bitch. Come on. You're making such a fuss over 100 gold? Come on now. I like my particularly poor attempt at using racial slurs. I'm like, lizard? And like, oh yeah, I'm a lizard too. Whoops. Oh well. So, feared by the Dragonborn. So, dragons are sort of have these immortal souls that aren't bound, that they're kind of bound to a body. Like the dragon bones, essentially. And so then when Alduin rolls around and resurrects them with whatever shout it is he uses to do that, the soul sort of returns to the bones and everything's hunky-dory again for that dragon. Which brings up a question. If the Dragonborn is the body of a mortal with the soul of a dragon, which dragon's soul is it that's in there? And my proposition is that there's one particular soul reserved for the Dragonborn. So,
if you're looking
anyway.
for a room, try the...
Hey, Olga.
What did you want?
I have a message from Brynjolf.
What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone.
We can get blood from a squishy person. Brawl. Let's not brawl. This isn't about money anymore. This is about reputation.
Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month.
Oh, she's actually not that bad. But apparently you don't have any time left. You're all out of deferred payments.
And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer.
How about
You can't scare me with your tough talk.
Dang it.
I'm not paying you people a single coin.
How about I toss that nice statue of yours into the sewer? Where's it at? You're the one with the sewer. With the sewer? With the statue, right? Oh, look, there's a marker on it right here. Can I pick it up? I'll just take it.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
Should I drop this in the sewers?
Not Lady Debella. No, please, I can't lose her.
Oh, come on.
I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Do I give the statue back? Yeah. Alright, I guess we're playing nice. What I really should do is break the statue and say it's interest or something. So, but the thing is, if you're going to say that there's a soul, some dragon soul, that is the Dragonborn's soul, then how do you explain there being multiple Dragonborn throughout the years? Which, first off, is a clear, what's the word? Retcon of the canon that they did between Oblivion and Skyrim. Because before Skyrim came out, the Dragonborn thing was unheard of. they decided, we need something good for the 5th game, and they said, oh, how about dragons? We haven't done dragons yet. And then they had to try and make sense with the other canon, so they said that some really old heroes that we already knew about were actually Dragonborn back in the day. Like, I think they said Tiber Septim. They may have even said, who was the other one? It was one of the warriors that led the Nords from Atmora down to Cyrodiil. I can't remember.
Oh no, you're
down to Skyrim.
Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Oh wow, this guy actually has some respect.
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
That was easy. I didn't even have to threaten your statue, or your urn, I guess, was what you have. But really, that was the same quest 3 times, right? Wasn't it? That was, hey, pay me or I'll break something nice. And they go, oh no, not something nice. I couldn't possibly replace that urn. Here's your gold. Anyway. So, what I think is that all of the Dragonborn throughout the years, if you just go ahead and accept that there really were that many, and they all had a dragon's soul, it just makes sense to think that it must be the same soul. And so really, sort of the same person. So when each dragon... I'm totally speculating outside of the canon here. I don't think there's anything in the canon that says that this is how it really is. This is just my theory. Sort of my head canon, if you will. But the reason that when you kill the Dragonborn, which, I mean, presumably they die... I mean, Tower Septim became a god, so that's a different case. That might throw a whole wrench into this, but I'll continue ignoring that. So when you kill one of the Dragonborn, they die, and they can't be resurrected the way that dragons usually are, because it's just a mortal body. They don't have, like, the dragon bones to leave behind or whatever that can be resurrected. So they get pretty well screwed up and then they're done. And so instead, you know, time passes until another Dragonborn is born, you know, a new body, basically. But then it's the same dragon soul that comes down into it. Which brings me around to what I actually wanted to point out, which I'll say after I talk to Brynjolf.
You even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that.
Here's your money.
Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
This wasn't that hard, you know, right?
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return.
How about a high five?
Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
What is it, a potion of invisibility or something silly like that? Fear poison! Oh, draw the warrior. Alrighty, what else do you want me to do?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
I don't want to get in your outfit, man. Oh, you mean your group? Oh, that's fine, that's fine. If there's more gold in it, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief.
Who says larceny?
I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Okay. Before we go, I'm not sure what, but I have to ask something.
What's on your mind?
Word is it that you guys kind of suck lately? What's going on?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about.
Right.
Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Alright, but I want to know if we're going chapter 11.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Oh, yeah. And so once you get into your head that you have this series of sort of resurrections of the Dragonborn, where it's different bodies, different people, but really the same soul, kind of the same essence, really deep down the same person, it's easy to conclude, once you think about the fact that the Dragonborn is essentially the soul that's brought back for the purpose of slaying dragons, then I realized it's the Dragonborn is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's so obvious. I don't know how I never saw it before. In the Buffy the Vampire Slayer's canon, you have one person for each generation. It happens to always be a girl in that canon. It seems to always be a guy in Skyrim's canon. That's resurrected it's sort of in each generation, where it's the same essence, the same soul, the same, you know, killing instinct and all the same powers, but it's a different person each time. And their purpose is to slay the vampires. Whereas the Dragonborn is slaying dragons. It's like, I'm Buffy the Dragon Slayer, man, you know? I think it's a pretty hilarious theory, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it in the comments. I'm sure I'm missing some details here.
This is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
Yep, it's me.
Better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich.
Oh yeah.
You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say.
You're pale as hell, dude.
Do I make myself clear?
You're kind of an asshole, too. We're thieves. What's the point of all these rules?
I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this?
I think you might be the ugliest person I've met in this whole game so far. And I've seen a lot of Argonians.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Right?
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Goldenglow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it.
Sounds like you're trying to get me killed.
Goldenglow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients.
Why isn't this a cutscene?
However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson.
Okay.
Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Oh, I see.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
You give orders and do nothing, and he tells me what to do.
Oh, yes.
I love you too.
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Definitely the ugliest guy we've met so far.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
Yeah, we got 2 families now. Sweet. How do I get my my money?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing.
Right.
You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way.
Makes sense.
Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Ugh, what are you gonna give me, leather? Crap like that. Alright, I'm not gonna ask you about the Golden Glow job. Instead, I'm gonna go get my armor. I'm gonna finish the video. Yeah, so I thought my whole Dovahkiin the Dragon Slayer theory was kind of Buffy the Dragon Slayer. I thought it was great. I had a good laugh this morning when that occurred to me. Of course, it's completely completely ridiculous, but that's why it's so cool. All right, who is it I'm supposed to talk to? Tanelia? Oh, I probably don't have it marked as my quest, do I? Is it a miscellaneous? Yeah, here we go. Learn more about the Thieves Guild from... Oh, apparently that's all the same quest. Who's got my pants?
Before
This
we
is the
begin,
bed,
I
bed,
want
bed. The bed is the bed.
Clear.
What?
1, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong.
Okay.
And 2, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses.
Do you actually rank above me? Do we have ranks? We're just thieves, right? I don't... Alright, you're Tanelia, right?
So you're the new recruit, huh?
Why are you sitting in the dark
Well,
over
looks
here?
like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
What?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course.
Right.
I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again. For a small fee.
Lockpicks, right? Okay, I get it. What don't you charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern?
Oh, that's for free, huh?
Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
It's pretty shallow, but I get it.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say.
Give me my armor.
Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
What am I gonna do? Leave it laying in the street? Alright, let's see what this Thieves Guild stuff does for us. Perhaps I'll be surprised and decide I actually want to wear some of it. I don't remember ever liking it in the past. Alright, yeah, increases your carrying capacity by 20 points. That might be actually better than the Shrouded Armor, which I think just has poison. Poison resistance? I feel like being able to carry more has more value than poison resistance. Pickpocket success. I might take the pickpocket success because we need to start actually using a muffle spell. So, I'm actually going to do that. Lock picking is easier. Well, what do we have on our gloves right now? Oh, hello. Did I not? I'm not wearing the shredded gloves. What am I wearing in my hands? Oh, I'm wearing these. Oh, the deft hands. Pickpocket success is 20% better. Versus... Big bar successes, or lock picking is 15% easier. So I have pickpocket stuff added right now. I'll just keep with that. Prices are better. Yeah, alright. I'll keep what I got. So I guess the only, well, I'm going into the map. It's taking forever to load. I guess the only part of my armor from the Dark Brotherhood that I'm still wearing is the hood. I kind of have a mishmash here. If you were going to actually separate the armor into the appropriate number of pieces, it would make more sense, but, you know, so we've got the Dark Brotherhood's hood to increase our bow damage. The leather armor increases our carrying capacity. Our gloves allow us to pickpocket better, and so do our boots. That's cool. Sounds like we need to go on a pickpocketing spree at some point then. Something that would be fun to get good at. Pickpocketing can be a hilariously satisfying skill to have. And it's an easy way to just snatch some gold if you ever want it. The real joy in pickpocketing is trying to get that skill up to 100, so you can get the perk to allow you to steal people's pants right off of them. It's hilarious. Plus you can reverse pickpocket poison, stuff like that. It's tactical occasionally, but I think most of the time it's just for stealing stuff that you can sell to the fences, as well as hilarious things like stealing people's pants. It'd be pretty funny to walk up to a guard and just steal their armor and their sword and everything, and then commit a crime right in front of them and get into a fist fight. It's the sort of shenanigans that you can get up to. That's really the funnest part of Skyrim, is the open-endedness, the sandboxity of it all. It allows you to just go out and be a little bit silly with it all. So I guess... Oh, I don't know what I want to do next. I'm really kind of torn between these guilds. The Golden Glow quest is one that I don't particularly enjoy, but it's something we'll have to do eventually. I probably won't do it next. I'll probably go back to the Dark Brotherhood for a bit. I like quests where the goal is to kill somebody. It's just satisfying and final, whereas the Thieves Guild quests tend to have a more political slant. It's less go kill this guy and more go lean on this guy and make him think the way we want him to be thinking. You know, it's like I'm a lobbyist or something. Alright, let's take a look at some stuff. So our skills are not going up very fast, but what we need to get into is the ability to cast... what am I looking in here for? I don't know what I'm looking for in here, actually. We need to find a muffle spell. I don't think we have one. Oh, we do! Look at that! Wow, I'm equipping muffle now. Sweet, so we're going to start using that all the time. Because, oh, I remember what I was looking at illusion for. Because once we get enough experience with muffle, we can move up to quiet casting. This is around here somewhere. Is it the one over on the right over here? No. Where is it not illusion? I thought it was an illusion that you got quiet casting. Oh no, there it is. Okay, yeah, I was right. All spells you cast from any school of magic are silent to others. It's essentially wordless magic, something that very few Harry Potter characters can do. But we have to get to level 50 in illusion before we can do that, so we're going to need to be muffled a lot. Thankfully, I think muffle is an apprentice level spell, so it'll be sufficient to get us up to it'll be sufficient to get us up to the necessary level in illusion, because it's an apprentice spell. It'll get us up to about journeyman level in terms of numbers, so no big deal there. I guess we're just going to have to start getting in the habit of casting that as often as possible, which is also going to result in us probably having to get an actual bow, because I don't currently have enough magicka to cast a muffle spell and then summon a bow, so it's going to be tricky for a bit. We may have to actually use our actual bow. Yeah, we have a dwarven bow that we can use. Not quite as good as the Daedric one we have, but it'll suffice in a pinch. So in the next episode, we're going to go back to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. Actually,
fishery is tough.
Nah, we're going to do Golden Glow next time. I want to get it over with. It's not one of my favorite quests. We'll go ahead and do it next. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys then.